Recognized Real Estate Radio Network's Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Radio Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Make sure to get great information or ask your important questions at donandgino.com. Now, back to your friends, Don and Gino.
Welcome you back today with your friends. We are your friends. Steve Korn with New Hall
That's right. Steve, not Don today. Don's playing. We're working. But it's deserved. I mean, much deserved. I get it. You know, no bad feelings here. He's on the tail end of a long journey of 60 days of discipline, and he deserves it. So hope you're having a good time, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
We're having a great time without you here in the
He
studio.
better be.
So that's right. We're taking care of business on this end, right?
Well, yeah, and you know what? It's funny you say that. We are having a great time, and we do always, this is actually the highlight of my week is to spend time with people here in the studio and learn. Every single time I'm in the studio, I learn something about what's happening in the market or who's doing what or how things have changed. And today's no different. We have Tamar House with Keller Williams VIP Properties joining us, and she's going to educate us today on something we haven't talked too much about, which is new home construction here in Santa Clarita. Yes, there are new homes.
Out there.
Busy. Those builders are busy bees, I'll tell
Yeah.
you. Man, those new construction sites are on fire right now.
So you know
that's
what's
Not
great,
literally.
That's great news.
Hey.
You know why? I get free firewood now, baby. Yeah. That's cool.
No. But honestly, you know what's funny about that is if you're ever looking for an indicator of whether real estate's going to continue to get better, if people are building, if builders are building, that's a sign of confidence that our economy is going to continue to improve and that real estate's a good thing because they put large investments, huge investments into building these homes. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars on some certain projects.
Yep, they watch the market. They predict exactly when they need to start building next. And if we just watch those builders and we know where they're going next and what they're doing, that's a strong indication of how good our mark's going to be.
It's kind of like the groundhog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're turning a tide, and but to your point, Gino. These developers bought this property raw land, years ago.
Right.
They pulled out of the market because it wasn't a good time to sell or build.
Right.
And now everything's lining up. All the stars are in alignment for them. They're saying, okay, demand's up, costs are down to build, time to go. Let's make it happen. So those are great indicators that feed all of our worlds. You know what I mean? From the workers in construction to the furniture sellers, to the carpet people, to the roofers, to you name it. And then here we are with our buyers who have a strong need for product, and they're filling it.
In fact, I'll touch on that because I spoke to one of our clients last week, and he works for one of the large plumbing fixture companies in the world, one of the largest in the world, if not probably the largest in the world. And he says absolutely, unequivocally, 100%, they are staffing up, they're selling plumbing fixtures hand over fist. Builders are buying them like crazy. This real estate market's for real.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about the specifics since you went on a little tour.
Well, there's quite a bit available actually in the River Village in Valencia. That's where I spent most of my afternoon yesterday. And there's homes, there's a new tract in there, and it's just coming up from Lennar, just opened. There's only 3 sold, so it's still in the first phase right now. A great time to get in there as a first-time phase owner and just get into the low prices. And those were starting in the 600s and going up to probably 750 or so. And then they've got a few Charlestons left in there that are up to like 980, but you're talking 4,700 square feet, huge homes. And everybody's worried about this Melrose that's going on in there, but all these homes come with solar. So you figure a Melrose tax is about $315, let's say, in there, but you're saving $200-300 a month on the solar that's in there. So you're only really paying maybe $100 toward Melrose when you.
That's a really great point, but let's clarify. You got a 4,000 square foot house. You may be paying more than $300 a month.
What's the makeup of a $600,000 home in that development? What are you getting?
On a $600,000, well, probably it's $650. You're probably looking at $650 up, but on a basic home, you're probably looking at around 3,000 square feet, 28 to 3,200 square feet, 2 or 3 car garage. Some of the homes have those next gen where you can bring your parents, sell your parents' home. That's a great thing. I'm seeing a lot of that being done right now. Sell your parents' home, put them in with you. It's like their own little oasis. They've got a kitchen, they've got a bedroom, they've got their own bathroom, a little living room, and a separate entrance. So what a great way to spend, their later years with you and, lower your payment.
Close but not too close.
It depends on your family, I guess.
Well, financially, if you're driving, listening to this program, that means you're combining 2 incomes, really.
Right,
you know what I mean? With their pension or whatever, their Social Security.
Right.
You're combining 2 incomes, plus you get them underneath your wing. and you're watching them in the time they need you the most. You know,
Exactly.
I like the built-in babysitter piece on that.
Exactly.
Mom, Dad, we're leaving.
Win-win-win for everybody.
all right, Gino, let's get in the
We
car.
got to talk my parents into this. Seriously,
Yeah.
that's one thing we went and looked at them
Interesting.
for, because I would love for them to sell their home and do something like that. It'd be perfect.
Any single-story product out there?
I have a listing on Bahada,
Wow.
a single
There you go.
story right
Tell us a
behind
little bit
Granary
about that.
Square. It's listed at $469 right now. It's priced a little high. We're testing the market. My particular seller is moving out of the country, so it's a great time for him to sell. And we got a little bit of time, so I think we'll get it sold in a pretty high market. You know,
See any new construction single-story at all?
in Saugus, we're
Oh,
definitely going to
really?
see that. Like I said, the KB is going to be expanding where the SNS development was back off of Plum Canyon, and I believe that there's going to be some single-story homes up there.
Is that all solar back there too?
They will be.
Wow.
So I think the solar is actually a requirement now on all the new construction.
Yes.
There's an item called Title 24, and I don't know enough about it. We should probably get an expert in here to tell us a little bit more about it. But I believe that solar is now being required in every home in order to meet Title 24, which is a
Right.
certain level of HERS efficiency for every new home being built.
Smoke detectors too, the 10-year smoke detectors on all new homes. And
I believe the new homes even have sprinkler systems, do they not? Have you seen sprinkler systems in there?
Gosh, I didn't
I
notice,
don't
but I
know.
didn't look up really.
I'm not
I
sure.
guess.
In county, out of Sea Valley, I don't think that's a requirement
Yeah, I
yet.
don't
Yeah, I
think
think we
so.
have the CO2, the smoke detectors, and the earthquake safety shutoff valve on the gas is not required in the unincorporated area of the county of LA. But for most intensive purposes, they don't have to have sprinkler systems on these properties yet. Although
Okay.
I can imagine that could be coming.
It's coming for sure.
And it
Right.
could be there. I don't know about it because let's see, we've had new construction relatively in recent months. Not
Yeah.
So before we start seeing what's going on out there, it's hard to say what new building requirements, because these are all pre-approved developments. These are all approved 2-3 years ago. So I think another strategy, by the way, is when you're a developer, you're looking at trying to get a tract approved with the LA County. Certainly going solar is an attractive way to get your development looked at, and certainly as green as you can get, the more you might get that development approved.
Nah, that's a really, really good point, because I know that the environmental issues and getting these new tracks approved is a big deal. So Tamar, tell us a little bit more about maybe some inventory that you have that hasn't hit the market quite yet, something you know is on the horizon.
I've got a lot of
Trying
things
to pull
coming
some
up.
secrets out of you.
I've got a really great deal in Kenny Country in the California Summit Tract. It's coming up. It's going to be a short sale, and it's going to be priced around $340 for a
Okay.
3-bedroom newer home, 3-car garage, great backyard. But that's where the comps are, and maybe $360, $370 is for a standard sale in there right now.
Okay.
But
so,
like I said, short sales are a little less probably.
I mean, when you're looking at that, you're still looking at, you think it's a great deal as far as affordability.
I think anything that you can buy right now is a great deal. If you can afford it and you can buy it and it's something that fits within your financial dreams, do it. It's a great deal. It doesn't matter the price. I have so many people argue about $10,000. $10,000 over 30 years, guys, really?
Nothing.
It's nothing. And
get
I
your home
don't
of
know
your
why
dreams.
people don't understand that more.
Yeah, and we have a couple of clients that missed the boat, for lack of a better term, and it's
Great
because
point.
they were so concerned about 5,000 or 7,000 or 10,000 on a house, and we told them to please, please, please take action. I mean, we're talking about rates were at 3.5%. The house was $100,000 cheaper.
Right.
I can't believe the amount of people that sat on the fence. I think maybe we could talk about that a little bit later in the show, the next segment. Let's talk about fence sitters a little bit, because I think right now we're starting to see some fence sitting again. People that are starting to buy into the fact that this real estate might be another bubble or something has been created. I think we've debunked that pretty well today by talking about builders are building, homes are selling. I think we've debunked that pretty well.
Rates
but
are going up.
rates are
Right.
going up, almost guaranteed. The
Yeah,
Fed says
yeah,
so.
Yep.
There's a 100-year-old saying said, "Don't fight the Fed."
Yeah.
So I would say, don't fight the Fed. Go ahead and continue with that.
Well, I can't wait to hear Tamar's advice for people out there listening to this program right now. They're thinking about buying, but not quite sure they should or shouldn't. And you probably have some direct advice for them that they should listen to and take heed, huh?
Again, they should, if it fits within their budget. If they can qualify for the loan, they have the income, they want the dream of home ownership, why not? Why not spend exactly what's in your budget and get a home of your dreams? I mean, it's just a great time right now. There's just a lot of great opportunities for people, and I just want people to be more educated. They
Sure.
need to reach out to their lenders and talk to them and say, what can I really qualify for? And just take my advice then. Once we know a number, just go for it and do it.
Well,
No,
having,
definitely.
having that team in place to where, Gino, you're talking to them ahead of time, so the difference between a home at this price and a home at this price is this much money per month.
Mhm.
I know that's your style. I know that's how you work. You equip your clients with the facts. I know, Tamar, you're an excellent negotiator and showing the people the light so that when you get somebody in the car, they don't miss that opportunity of a lifetime to get their dream home versus squabble over $20 a month. It's just something that you definitely need to instill that in your clients. So
They
you do a
learn
good job.
eventually.
Yeah, hopefully they don't learn the hard way. So that you don't learn the hard way, stick around and we're going to go into the red zone of our show here. When we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station,